Hello there, you lovely lot. Welcome back to Crafters TV. Oh, we're going to finish your week off in style. Yeah, we are. We are going to have a craft along for the next couple of hours, all looking at this brand new Nitwit Homebody Collection. That's what we're going to be focusing on for the next couple of hours. It's been an amazing week. It's been an awesome day as well. I've been here all day with Corrine. She's back with me for a craft along. How are you doing, Corrine?
I'm really good, thank you. Yes, I can't believe it's 6 o'clock already.
Where does it go?
I know, it's flown past. Flown past. Yes, really excited. This is my second craft along this week. This time we're going to be using the Nitwit Homebody. So we're going to make this lovely card here. Everything in here, apart from the foam, I think has come out of this collection, Brilliant. If I remember right, as I put it together. So it's going to be a lovely card, and you just open up the front. So you can see it's a 10-fold card like that. Sorry, I've just dismantled it there. And then it opens out like this. So this could be scrapbook pages, it could be a memory album. I've used all the elements from the collection, but you can do it however you want. And then it just ties shut on there, which I thought was something a little bit different. It's not the sort of style of card that we often see. So
no, I love the way that the ribbon goes behind the sentiment. I think that's really cool. Really cool how you've done that. Yeah, it
traps it behind, and we'll show you how to do that really easily.
It's really awesome. Yeah. What do we need then, Corrine? We're not too late for us to join you, is it?
Okay, so we have a lovely list there to show you what we need. So what do we need? So going to bring it up. Right, so first of all, you're going to need your 12 by 12 paper pad so that you can see that running through there. Pearlescent card obviously comes with the kit, and the colours match brilliantly. You've got your 12 by 12 die cutting topper pad, so all the bits are just there ready to pop out. We're going to use the flower forming foam that comes in the kit, the embellishment pack, the two dies we're going to use for the main bit are the Elegant Abode and the Floral Arch. Then we're going to make the flowers using the Pretty Peony die. So on top of that, you're going to need your Gemini, you're going to need a guillotine and a scoreboard. Those are absolutely crucial for this. You're going to need your A3 white pearlescent card and some multi-purpose card and some craft card. I used the Bordeaux water reactive ink pads to just do some blending, and the fuchsia water reactive I coloured my flowers with. Some pink ribbons, some ball tool and foam mat, and some shallow foam. The one thing I forgot to send in when I was doing that was you'll need some stamens as well for the centre of your flowers. You also need some foam pads, some tacky glue and 3D glue. You need your hot glue gun because that's key for your flowers. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a little bit there for you. I'll do it exactly as you wanted. Some double-sided tape, some classic pens. I use those ones there so you can just see CG3, PL2, PL4, BP1, BP4 and BP6. Those are the ones that I use. But obviously you can change it to fit what you've got.
Amazing.
Perfect.
You've got a few more minutes then to gather your stuff together, and then we will get started. Now, if you don't yet own this collection, kind of goes with my shirt, this collection, doesn't it? I've just realised. It's very similar. Yeah. If you don't yet own the collection, it's not too late because you can order this today, and then as soon as it turns up, you'll be able to come back and watch the show back whenever you like, as you can with all of the shows that we have across over on the Crafters Companion website. They all live there forever pretty much. But if you do want to grab it today, then we've got a brilliant deal on it for you. I'm going to take you through exactly what you are getting. It's very pretty, Corrine.
It really is. It's a gorgeous collection, isn't it? I mean, I was around when this got launched. It's so pretty. And I love the fact that you've got a lot of elements here that can make projects that you don't need a die cutting machine if you don't want to. So, you know, it's beautiful. And your colour palette changes from your sort of your pinks, your greens, your blues, and sort of those sort of mocha colours as well. Really pretty. And look at that. I love that paper.
Really
and
gorgeous.
This one there, that's almost your card front in itself, isn't it?
Yeah, it really. It's got kind of like quite a nice sort of vintage retro vibe about it, which I like. And then all of those pretty colours.
Esque, isn't it?
Yes, it really is. It really is indeed, which is very popular at the moment. You will also get the die-cut pad. Now, I know sometimes we bring you like a few die-cut sheets at the back of a paper pad. With this one, you've got a full pad, which is awesome. All of these, they just pop out of here very easily and simply, and a really good variation on those as well, which is brilliant, from buttons to borders to alphabets, embellishments, tiny little toppers, some really nice big substantial
You get
ones.
multiple sheets of each.
Yeah, which is fabulous.
So I think it's either 2 or 3 sheets of each.
Yeah, is it?
Just double check.
I want to say it's
24 sheets, so you must have 8 designs and 3 of each.
8 designs, 3 of each. Brilliant.
Yeah.
So you get that in there too. You will get the embellishments, which is always nice. When we bring these collections, lovely that everything is colour coordinated for you. So the embellishments, for instance, are going to work perfectly with the coloured cardstock as well. So you've got that in there, double-sided, which is brilliant, 250 GSM, great all-around weight. then you will get the flower forming foam in here. So the quality that you know and love from our Crafters Companion flower forming foam, but you are going to get that there as well in the Nitwit foam. Next up, some dies for you as well. If you do want to do some die cut, you've got a couple in here. You've got the floral arch, and you've also got the elegant abode, and then you will also get that lovely pretty peony die set too, which you can create those gorgeous flowers, whether you're using foam or you're using paper. $77.99 or $95.95 is your price. Brilliant little saving there for you, and a platinum price of £62 or $76, which is brilliant. But now we're going to Ohio. Yes, Jenny is back with us in the building. How are you, Jenny?
I'm great, thanks.
Oh, your hair, as always, is looking fabulous, may I say.
Thank you.
How is it there today? What's going on over in Ohio? Is all well?
Everything's great. It's a hot day, and it's sunny and perfect.
Oh, I'd love to say it's like that here in the northeast, but it is Baltic, Jenny. It really, really is. Have you got all your bits and bobs gathered and ready to go?
Yes, I do.
Brilliant. I love that you're... Yeah, what's going on with the craft room? We had an upgrade.
Yes, we did.
Oh, it looks amazing. It looks very well organised. Is it going to stay like that?
Actually, it is. I've had it this way for about a month now, and everything has a home, and it's perfect.
Amazing. You're going to get so much more crafting done. And I love how you've matched the blouse. I love how you matched that gorgeous blouse with your hair. You're very colour coordinated today. You're looking awesome. Right, we'll come and drop back in on you really shortly, Jenny.
All right.
Take care. Right, I think if everyone's pretty much ready to go, lots of you tuning in and saying hello. Now, if you want to get in touch during the craft along, you can do so all the normal ways. You know the drill. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion on YouTube. Catherine's in, Alison's in from Chester. Carletta is here, the lovely Sarah. Sarah Brown, it is very late there. Cavi C says hello. Kimberly saying hi as well. It's a rain in North Carolina. Jeffrey is in too. And Maria's in Devonshire. She says, I love your shirt, Joe. Thank you. Where was it from? River Island. Yeah, River Island. Who knew? Right. I remember as well, we'll take lots of breaks regularly. That'll give you a chance to catch up if you do slip behind slightly. Corinne will recap the steps for you as well, so don't worry about that. But if there is anything that's missed or you really need recapping, then drop into the comments and I will ask Corinne to give you the information again. But I think everyone's ready to go if you are, Corinne.
Yep. I think we shall. Right, I'm going to make my card base first. So we needed 2 sheets of our A3 pearlescent. So the first one, now your card base, if you've got an 8x8 card base to hand, then use that if you want to. But I wanted the pearlescent finish to run through my card. So I'm just going to get this and I'm going to score it roughly in half. So I'm going to score it at the 8-inch mark, score down here, fold it in half, make sure it's folded nice and square. And then I'm going to trim that, and I'm going to, so it's a slightly wider card than it is long. So I'm going to cut it to 8 inches wide. There we go, and you can go through both sides. Because remember, I don't know if anybody's got a guillotine that will cut A3 open, because A3 is pretty big. So cut it down like that to 8, and then I'm going to turn it round, my fold's at the top, and I'm going to make it 7 inches high. So there we go. So there we go. Just off the square, if you can see. So it's slightly rectangular. So it's 8 across and 7 in height. So that's the first bit. So that was your first piece of card. Now, what we need to do next, and I'm going to show you this. I'm just going to put that to one side. Next, we need to make this panel at the front. There we go. Now, that is longer. I don't know if you can see it from here. That to there is longer than your A3. So we're going to take one piece of A3, and again, what I needed to do was cut this in half. But again, it's not going to fit in my guillotine, if you look. So if you get, obviously it's longer than your guillotine, because we need it to go that way. So the way I worked it out is I just cut it as near to the centre as I could with a pair of scissors. Okay, so just cut it in half with your scissors. There we go. So you've got 2 pieces. And what we need to create, and I'll show you this over the top, is you need to cut 2 pieces like this. So you need 1 to 11.5 and 1 to 13.
Right.
But now, you see, you can cut it, because you can do that because it's smaller and it's small enough to go in your guillotine. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does indeed.
So let's just put that on here. So making sure I don't put my see, that's my cut edge. I need to turn it round because I don't want my cut edge to be at the top. So what did we say? I needed 13 inches, which is there. There we go. Pushing that up nice and tight. There we are there. That's the 13. Come on, that's not good. There we are. And there's the 13. And then the other one was 11.5. So again, making sure that I cut it on the pre-cut side up at the top. 11.5 to there. Okay, I hope I've got that right. Yes, 11.5. Okay, so what we can then do, actually I might cut this now. So what we now want to do is we can now cut these to 4 3/4 high. Because can you see, because now we've cut off the bit off the bottom, they'll fit in our guillotine.
Awesome.
We cut this piece off here, you see. So if we do this, so the card, this bit here is 4 3/4. Let me just double check. I'll put these on, I'll put all of their, all the instructions on the website, just on my Facebook page, like I did before. So 4 3/4 for that one, and then 4 3/4 for that one. Can you see, that's quite snug. We've only got that much play room to play there. 4 3/4. I hope I've done that right. I didn't do that last one to 4.5, did I? I might have done. Let me just check. No, I did it right. Right.
So
have faith in yourself.
So one piece 4 3/4 by 8, is that right?
No, 4. So we've got. They're both 4 3/4 high.
Yeah.
One is 13,
yeah,
and one is 11.5.
Brilliant.
Okay. So there we go. So now we just need to score them as I showed you on here. So if you remember, I showed that. So we're going to score at 4, 8, and then my last piece is 13. So we don't need to score there. So let's bring in my scoreboard. So put that across there. So I'm going to score at 4, 8, and we've already cut it, so it's fine. So fold it over, making sure that it folds square. It's always worth just double checking. Fold it there, and then fold back and burnish that. So that's my first one, and then on my second one, we're going to score at, put that in there, we're going to score at 3/4 of an inch, which is there, and then we're going to score at 5 3/4 of an inch, which is there. And let's burnish those. There we are. So that's basically the halfway point, isn't it? If you can see, because we've got 2 5 3/4.
Perfect.
Fold that one over. Now, the reason we have that little tiny flap there is that's going to be what attaches. That's just your overlap. Can you see it? And that's now going to fold to become the little mechanism on the front of your card.
It's nice how it's staggered as well. I like that a lot.
Yeah. Now, I said double-sided tape, and I don't think I've got double-sided tape, so I'm going to have to use my tape pen, just because I've forgotten to bring double-sided tape with me. So I'm going to pop that, some double tape pen or double-sided tape, just go on there. And if you remember, that's going to go like that. So then I can pop this one. Let's put it, score it, put it straight to that corner. Put that to there. And can you see we've got that nice stagger going there? And then if I put my hand on there, you can see that's going to open out. So that's how we turn, and you'd never see that now. You can't see that there was a score there, can you?
It's amazing.
And that's going to be our front mechanism. So we've got our 2 pieces. We've got our card base and our piece that's going to sit on the front. So just check if everybody's caught up with that, because that's really easy. But I just thought those are the sort of the most complicated bits to it. Once you've done this, it's really, really easy.
Yeah, really simple. Everyone's working away. Did you want to take a quick pause there?
Oh, we could. Well, shall I just let's do the mats and layers, the first sets of mats and layers on here. Okay, and just get rid of that out of the way, because I do have quite a lot on my counter here. So the first mats and layers that we're going to do is going to be for my card base. There we go. So it's going to be to go on here. Like I say, I have typed everything out, and I will put it up on social media for everybody.
Excellent.
So if we bring my card back in, what I've done is I've used green as my mat and layer on my card base. Then on my actual bit at the front, I've got pink on all of the ones that you can see when it's closed, and on the alternative ones I've got blue. But you could do it in whichever order you want to. Can you see those two that are hidden are blue, but then when it's folded, I just thought it looked a bit nicer to have the pink running through them.
Yeah.
But you can put them in whatever order you want. So we're going to start with the green first. So for the green, we need, if you remember, it was a 7 by 8 inch card. So we're going to just drop down by 1/8 of an inch. So we're going to go to 6 7/8, which is there. There we go. And by 7 7/8. So we've just dropped down by 1/8 of an inch. There we go. So that's going to be my first layer. And then we need to take some pattern paper. Now, I've picked some papers that I really like within the collection, and it's entirely up to you what pattern you pick. Now, I think this paper sits that way up. So this is where it is. So I'm going to make sure I'm going to cut it out. I want 6 3/4 going upwards, going up. Have I got that the right way around? Yeah. So that's going to be the height, and 7 3/4 is my width, which is there. There we are. So that, let's do a swap, should fit perfectly on there. Look at that. That's a really elegant
That's
matte
a nice
layer.
snug fit, isn't it?
Yeah. Really, really elegant mats and layers just on there. There we go. So I'm going to stick those on, and I'm going to do just like I showed you earlier. I'm going to put some wet glue on, and then I'm going to go in with my brayer, just because I found it a really good way to do that. So we can do. And I find that with tacky glue on your pearlescent card is really, really good. And all I've done is decanted it into my little bottle with a fine nozzle so that nothing doesn't overflow too much. There we go. First one, and then my second one. And I was careful that way up. I think nobody went, no. I don't know. Is there a right way up or a wrong way up on these papers? Who knows? You just got to make it look you're happy with it. So that's going to go just.
Caroline says, good morning from Southern California. Looking forward to this collection.
Oh, that's good. I hope it gives. The thing about doing this is it's almost like 3 or 4 cards in one, if you know what I mean. So even if you don't want to do a card as big as this, you could just take one little section and, do you know what I mean, and create a card just from one section if you wanted to. So there we go. So that's going to be my front. Then I'm just going to get my brayer, and I'm just going to make sure it's all nicely evened out. There we go.
A lot of you stocking up on the individuals, which makes me think maybe some of you haven't got the original collection. Now you're coming back in for some of the consumables. The papers, the toppers, and those kind of things are proving really busy. It's all available individually as well under the Shop the Show button over on the homepage of the website.
Okay, so that's where we're at the minute. So we've got our card base nicely set, and then we've got our topper. Now we're not going to put our topper on just yet. I personally find I'd rather decorate it separate from the card and then put it on.
Okay.
Just because if anything goes wrong, that bit's in good condition. I'm not taking it all away. So, you happy for me to continue, or do you want a little pause?
Let's have a quick pause there, if that's all right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Anyone that's crafting along, an opportunity to catch up. What I would say as well, if you are crafting along with us, do let me know in the comments. I would love to know who's crafting along, but also, how are we doing with the picture situation? No, thank you. Yes, we are struggling with the picture situation. You're going to have to upload them onto Corrine's Facebook page, I think will be the best thing to do.
For?
When people have completed theirs. We're having a problem with our computer. Since Charlotte spilled a drink on it last week, we haven't been able to put any pictures up on the show. I know, I think it was like a Lucozade or a Coca-Cola or something really sticky. So yeah, because of Charlotte knocking her drink on the keyboard, you will have to, she didn't really. No, it was a soup. You will have to.
Sarah's just round the corner, by the way.
Sorry?
Sarah's just round the corner.
Is she?
No.
Oh, okay. Johnny's gone underwater again. He's gone deep sea diving again. Yeah. So yes, you have to upload them onto Corrine's Facebook page. Let's have a little look at the mystery bag that we've got for you. I think that's what we're doing. And the mystery bag is brilliant. We are celebrating the Gemini season over on the website, so head over there and have a little look at all the stuff that is there and available for you. Some really lovely features on all the Gemini machines. Now, what you'll get in here is for some of our most amazing...
They're saying, can you hear them?
No, not at all. How would I know to say I couldn't hear them or I could hear them if I couldn't hear them? So there you've got the alphabet, which is brilliant. You'll get a full alphabet in there. Then what you've also got is you've got these, some of our tunnel dies that you've got in there too. You've also got some double-sided dies, so you're going to receive those, edgeables, and some of our window dies too. So
I love those edgeables with the stamps. They're really nice.
Cute, aren't they? Really cute. All of that should be coming to. A third of the stock's gone here. All of that should be coming to £102 or 125. It's $125. £30, $40 is your price today.
Next.
We can go to the soft crafts bag next. Let's go and have a little look at this one. In here, you're going to get 2 builder blocks in there, which is brilliant. Now, these are worth £30 or $40 each. You're getting 2 included, and you're going to get 2 of our applique die sets in there too. So a brilliant bag, almost $120, £102 worth of products in there for you. But this one is going very quick. We've also got those. Johnny's back.
Is he back?
He's back.
Very loud.
I don't know what is going on. I think there's something. No, it's a problem with my tube, I think. I know. 38 timeless borders we're going to. There they are. Right. Let's have a little look at these then. These launched yesterday. Again, they are an edgeable concept, which is wonderful. There's a lot of really brilliant designs that have been done where you can use 2 of them at a time, which is brilliant. I'm going to show you the samples first. Let's go rogue. I love this one. I think that is such a pretty card. A little bit some flowers on there, some paper flowers. You could use foam flowers if you wanted to. And I think they're sort of small enough and slim enough that you can use a couple of them without them being overpowering. This is my favourite though of all the samples. This one just there. I think that is a really simple yet effective design. I believe the wild flowers was your favourite yesterday too. It's still your favourite today. And this one is beautiful. Again, just some different layers overlaid. So you've got a black layer, you've got a white layer offset, and then just those roses have been recut in the pink. Very cute, very delicate. Brilliant. 38, 35, 47, 75 is your price there on those. I'll just take you through what you're getting then in the collection. You've got the foliage, which is this one here, flourishing foliage. You also have the rose garden. You've got butterflies, dancing dragonflies. Did you know that dragonflies signal new beginnings?
Yes, you told me earlier.
You did. I thought I might have done. You've got the ditzy daisies in there. And you've also got the wildflowers in there too. 38, 35, 47, 75. Debbie says, Joe, you are funny today. Just today. I thought I was funny all the time. I'm crafting along, but not this craft. I'm trying a new star card. We'll do this one later, says Pam E. Pandacraft says, I don't have this kit, but I like the style of card, so I'll save it and make it with what I have to work in my stash. Great idea, Pandacrafts. Right, there's no questions, Corrine, which is a great sign normally.
Okay.
So I think everyone's ready to press on with the next step if you are.
Okay, right. Okay, so let's do the mats and layers for these 3 pieces that you can see. So for that one, for this one, and for this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut our card. Now, all of those, so this is 4 3/4 high, so we need all of our layers to be 4 1/2 high. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this here and I'm going to, can I get them all out? If they're 4 1/2, I've got 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, no. So I'm just working it all out how I can get that out of there. So let's work this out. So let's go, might have to do it after 2 pieces. So let's go 4 1/2 first. There we go. 4 1/2. It's just over halfway. So we can do 4 1/2 there. Then we're going to take one at 5 1/2. There we go. And then another one at 4 3/4. We'll just refresh on those in a minute. And then, can I do, not quite. I need another piece of pink card. I had 2 pieces of pink out and I can only see one now. Where's my other piece? Let's get another piece of pink out. Thought I got 2 out. Let's get another piece of pink out. Oh, I think I got 2 of green, didn't I? Let's get another piece of pink. So we need to do, what have I not done? I've not done 4.5 by 3 3/4. Now I will put all the measurements on in a minute, so I'll go through there. So if you remember, we are 4 3/4 here, so our mat layer needs to be 4.5, and our base one there was 5, so I've gone down 1/4 inch there to 4 3/4, so 4 3/4 by 4.5. Then the next one, if you remember, was get me right. So this was 5 inches. So we've gone to, get it the right way around, 4.5 by 4 3/4. So we've just gone down a 1/4 inch. And then this one was 4 inches. So we've got 4.5 by 3 3/4. So literally just going down by 1/4 inch each way. And then we need to do our pattern papers. So I've taken, I like this one, I really like this pattern paper. So what I want is, this is going to be my, I'll bring this back in, oops. This is going to be my base layer, and I just thought I'd have this ribbon effect running through. So we just have it running through the back of the card. So what I need to do is cut a piece out of here. Let me see, I'm going to cut it out of this bit. And so I'm going to cut 2. Now, this is where we need to, so if you remember, these are 4.5 high, so we're going to go to 4 3/8. So we've just gone down another, what is it, 1/8 of an inch.
4 3/8, just under 4.5. In my head, 4 3/8 is just under 5. I always get confused at that point. I don't know why.
No. And just take a little piece off there, and then we need it to be, so it is, the width of that was, so we've got the 5 3/8, so we now need it to be 4 and, have I done that wrong way around? Yeah, I've got my 4 3/8 high, so I now need it to be 5 3/8. Honestly, I did design this, but the numbers are all so, there we go. Oh, I just need to take a tiny bit more off there. It's always worth just checking your measurements. Have I taken enough off? Oh, that looks perfect. So just to recap, on this largest one, we've got 5.5 by 4.5, and now on the patterned one, we've got 5 3/8 by 4 3/8. So we've just gone down 1/8.
Amazing.
Yeah, and so that's the first one. The second one, of my pinks, I've used the same pattern paper. So it should be, no, I've used the pattern paper from the background. So we need this to be, where are we? So that's this one. Going that way around, yep. So this is at, where is it at? It is at 4 3/4, if I remember rightly. So this one needs to go to, so it's all at 4 3/8 high. Oh no, we'll go, I can't get it out of that piece, I got another piece here. There we go. So we've got 4 3/8, yep. So I need 4 5/8. So that's 4/8, 5/8 there, by 4 3/8. Sorry, there's a lot of numbers on this bit, but once we get through here, we will be through all the numbery bits. And that will go, look at that, absolutely perfect.
Snug as a bug in a rug.
It certainly is. So let's just do the last one from there. So this one, and now I'm going to just do this plain paper again. Let's use this top corner. So this is going to sit on here, and if you remember, this was our one of 3 3/4 by 4.5. So we need to go 3 3/8. 3 5/8, sorry, 3 5/8. There we go, just there. By 4 3/8. Once you've got through these bits, I promise it isn't anywhere near as complicated.
I think when you're doing a process like this, it's not as complicated as it sounds when you're
Yeah.
talking on how to do it.
Exactly.
I think because you've cut the matte layer, you kind of know quite
Yeah.
easily, don't you, what that top layer is going to be.
Yeah. So can you see those are all going to fit perfectly on there. So what I just need to do is I'm going to glue those down and give people time to catch up while we glue those down, and then we'll turn it round and we'll do the blue layers in a minute.
Brilliant.
Does that make sense? Yep. Okay.
Marvellous. Gilmore says, I think I now need this collection. Thank you, Corrine. Lily says your nails look fabulous as well, Corine.
Thank you.
They do look very fabulous.
They are getting to the point of needing to be redone soon.
Are they? Lily also says, evening Joe, Corine, CTV crew and crafty friends love this collection. I've not had a chance to get it out and have a play yet. Well, I hope you do find the time.
Yeah, I hope this encourages you.
I do hope so. Should we go and drop in on Jenny and see how she's getting on over in Ohio? We can hear that guillotine working away. How's it coming along, Jenny? Did you follow all of that?
Oh, yes, I got it.
Ah, amazing.
So I'm doing my base.
Oh,
Fabulous.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty.
There's my base.
Amazing.
And then I'm working on my layers for I'm doing some pinks and greens.
Nice.
Ah.
Love the pinks and greens together. Lovely, lovely colour. You're all about the colour, as are Jenny, every single time. Brilliant,
am.
Jenny. I won't distract you for too long. I'll drop in and talk to you again soon. Thank you. Panda Crafts says, I love the papers. They're so pretty. And the colours are beautiful. They really
are. It is a gorgeous collection, isn't it?
So pretty.
It's really uplifting, isn't it? If you think about, if you were giving this to somebody with a new home, it really is the right
If you've got miserable friends, you know anyone that's miserable out there, give them this, cheer them up. There you go. That'll sort you out.
I've given you this card because you're normally miserable.
Sorry?
I've given you this card because you're normally miserable. Is that
Yeah,
what
just put that. Just put cheer up on the front of it. You miserable. Cheer up, you miserable so-and-so. There you go.
You've got a lot of friends.
So-and-so.
You've got a lot of friends, have you, Joe?
Yeah, not really. No, I haven't got many because I've got rid of all the miserable ones. Right. Do you want the paper pad on its own? A lot of you going for the paper pad on its own. Let me give you the details. Let me just share it with you again. We've got this one just here. So let's go.
It can be used outside of this collection so easily, can't it?
Absolutely. I think things like keepsakes for decorating the insides of like box frames and stuff like that, it would be absolutely beautiful. It's got a really lovely sort of retro vintage vibe to it, which I know a lot of you absolutely love. I love that one as well. That is absolutely gorgeous. Really, really cute. You get 24 pages, I believe, in here.
Yeah.
You do. 24 double-sided sheets. Should have just read the description on the screen, shouldn't I? $14.99 or $16.95 is your price there on that. I was looking at Sarah's wandering about backstage. The lovely Grace from Socials just turned up as well. Yeah, everyone's in. Ben's here. Ben's next door. Honestly, they're having a party in there. Right, let's go back to Corine then. Still no questions, which is amazing.
Okay.
Lily says we need a Joe sentiment collection. Imagine that. Some of the Joeisms on stamps. You can actually get stamps made quite easily, can't you? Like your own personalised stamps. Maybe I'll make a set and give them away. Be good, wouldn't it?
What's that? Stop being miserable.
Yeah, stop being miserable. You do you, the other one could say. What else would they have? I can't think. Let me know in the comments what the other ones would be.
Don't talk, I'm watching the Eurovision.
Sorry, don't
talk, I'm watching the
big
Eurovision.
old bag of shush, one of them could have on it, couldn't it? Let me know what other ones you'd like included on this sentiment selection in the comments. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. Back to you, Corine.
Okay, right, so I've just laid up my next layers. Now, one of the things that I really like to, so just using my rare technique on there, just making sure. Now, one of the things that for me, whenever I'm crafting, is making sure that, can you see that my layers run evenly? And also for this, because I've got my ribbon here, I wanted to make sure that that pattern ran across there nice and evenly. For me, those are the sorts of things that would jar when it's finished. That's the difference between sort of a homemade and a handmade card, is making sure all of your mats and layers run evenly, and all of your pattern, if your pattern sort of jumps a step, that it does run across. Perfect. And that you've got it right there. So that's what we've done so far. And I loved how Jenny's already jumped on, and she, doing it in a different order, because everybody sort of does things slightly different. Yeah. So now you'll see that this panel, so you can see those two panels are the same size, and these two panels are the same size. So we're just going to repeat these. So we need our cardstock. So we need both pieces are going to be 4.5 inches high. One's going to be 3 3/4 and one's going to be 4 3/4. So let's do that. So that's an easy way to do it. So we want 4.5 inches high. And we can get this all out of one piece. 4.5 inches high, just to there. Just like that. 4.5, and then we're going to go, as we said, we're going to go 4 3/4, which is to there, and then 3 3/4, which is our other piece. Now don't throw away all these little bits because they're going to be perfect for your mats and layers and all of your embellishments as we go further on. And then we need our pattern paper, and I have used the same one. So I've just used this pattern paper, but again, it's up to you to pick whichever ones you want. And so we need 4 3/8 high for both of those. So 3/8 is there. If you like a chunkier border, then, go a little bit big, do it a little bit, bit slimmer. And then we're going to go 4 5/8, 4 5/8, there, and then 3 5/8. And I'm keeping my paper in the same place so that my pattern will run the same on both of them.
Brilliant.
Get it the right way. There we go. So can you see my pattern is going?
Ah, that's a good tip, Corrine.
Yeah, in exactly the same way. I think it actually fitted there.
Perfect.
Right, okay. So we can take that and then we can now stick these on. So I've nicely filled up my glue while we were there. So we can pop this one on. And again, you should still have nice, straight sort of seam lines along here. Really pretty. It's lovely pearlescent card, isn't it? Really, looks beautiful. If you like to do more mats and layers, then you can. And another way, if you don't want to put any more mats and layers on, is maybe you could ink the edges of your card, because that almost looks like faux mats and layers as well. So, you can create mats and layers however you wanted to. So there we go, that's going to go.
Panda Craft says it should have wowzers trousers. How old? My sentiment set. There we go.
Is that one that you normally say?
I don't say how old. I'm not sure I say how old. Do I? Maybe I do.
It's going to say it didn't sound. It wasn't one that.
No, wowzers trousers is one. That's what I stole. I did steal that one from someone though.
Did you?
It's not an original, that one. No.
No.
Shut the front door is an original one. Shut the front door. Shut the back door. Twiddle the blinds. Fire up the smoke machine. Put on your heels. Run up the road naked. Kiss the milkman. Put the bins out.
Wow, that's quite a shopping list, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
Wow. I bet your neighbours were glad when you moved in.
Yeah, I live in an apartment now for good reason.
Put that one on. And then we can put this one on. Right, now, the next bit I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this to the front of my card. Once we've done all this bit, and I'm going to do a slight change to how I did my original one, because I did my original one and then I decided that one bit hadn't worked as well as I wanted it to do. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stick this to the front of my card. So can you see this folds up like that, and then we've got the pretty patterns on there. This feels really robust because if you think about it, there's a lot of weight in there now, and with the glue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my card base back in, and I've got my ribbon. I've got my ribbon here. Now what I did on my original one is I stuck the ribbon on the back of here, and then I found that I needed a much longer piece of ribbon than I originally did. Right. So what I'm going to do is I've just got some really fine foam tape. But you could raise it up on a bigger one if you wanted to. But oh, there it is. I've got my. We
won't tell Ben that foam on a roll is no more. Ben's here. No, we've decided it's. Me and Craig have decided it's resting prettiness.
Right. So I'm going to put a couple of pieces here, but I'm not going to put it down the middle. I'm going to put 2 there, and I'm going to put 2 there. But I'm going to keep the middle clear. So there we go. Can you see? Just like that. But I'm not going to put any foam here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the back off here. Have I got my card the right way up? Yep. My card base. So this is going to take all of the backing off my foam. Just like that. And then I'm going to get my ribbon and I'm going to pop my ribbon just across the middle of my card. Now, if I've measured this right, this gives us the same size border on either side and top and bottom. I think I've gone 1 inch on either side. So you just want to centre it up, but just remember I put the ribbon in the middle and there's no tape there. So that should mean that when I put this on, put this just there. There we go. That should now, can you see, my ribbon still flows.
Nice.
Okay? And it shouldn't be restricted too much. So what we're going to do now is we'll make sure everybody's caught up with that, and then we can start doing the decorating. All right? So we should do that bit next. Do you want to just check if everybody, is there any questions yet? Have we got any questions at all?
No, nothing yet. I was just having a look at them here. No, pretty much all good. Lol, need an 8x8 card for that shut the front door sentiment, Joe, says Linny. I think we might. Laurie's just been out for a nice little bike ride, which is nice. She says, hello, better late than never. I was cooking breakfast after taking a nice bike ride with my daughter. Gonna hang out and re-watch the show for now, but looking forward to making this on a re-watch. Amazing.
Well, that's what they're there for. They're always there, aren't they?
Lily just asked if you would mind showing us the finished card that we are going to work towards.
I can. There we go. We'll just bring this one back in. So this is my finished card. Can you see on this one I have secured my ribbon. So that's why I've got and you need it much longer. Oops, I pulled it out of there. So that one pulled out of there. Doesn't matter. See, if you pull it out, you can push it back in. So it goes like that. It ties just here, but then it opens out. Let me just see how far you can get on the camera.
Nice.
So it comes out like this. There we go. Can you see? Just like that.
Great.
Perfect.
Right.
There we go.
Let's. We're going to take a really quick break, actually, whilst you all get yourselves caught up. So why don't we show you all the details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Draw, decorate, and customize your world with the colorful Spectrum Noir acrylic paint markers. Each premium paint marker gives opaque coverage on ceramic, glass, wood, and let's not forget paper, cardstock, and canvas. These versatile markers are filled with highly pigmented premium water-based paint, offering beautiful, rich, and smooth coverage. The colors can be blended together and the fast-drying opaque paint is ideal for layering. A 3mm bullet tip offers smooth strokes and a precision valve mechanism allows rich and consistent flow with no clogging. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet.
The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom.
I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
We do create every single day, which is always lovely. Lily says, OMG, that card is fantastic. We'll be having a go at making that tomorrow. How pretty. Rosalind saying, I just saved this video. It will be great for sharing. Photos. It would actually be a really great way of sharing photos.
It would make a lovely sort of memory book, wouldn't it? Scrapbook. We're using these, but you can maybe, change it up a bit.
Great for like a little trip that you've been on, little road trip,
exactly.
something like that. Yeah, really cool. Any questions you've got at any point, get them into me. But as I said earlier, Corrine, we'll stop and give you regular breaks. So I think we're ready to press on if you are, Corine.
Right, I'm going to do the front cover first, and then we'll do the most complicated bit on the back after that. So the front cover, if you remember, I keep bringing in my card, we've got the Home Sweet Home on here. Now, I purposely picked 3 different coloured panels, but if we have a look at in here, it's right at the front. Let's find that one. So you could have Home Sweet. You could do Home Sweet Home because you could use different layers. They only do the brown for the home, or you can, but you can mix and match whatever colour. So we're going to, let's see if I can get it off. How many can I get off here? So I can go Home Sweet. Let's do that there. So I've got Home and Sweet in that one. I want the brown one down here. Home from down here. There we go. So I think I've got 2 layers. Have I got 2 layers there? No, I've only got 1. Right, so just make sure if you've got any little pips stayed on, just make sure you've taken off the little pips. And then we've got this one, and there, and... But whatever I'm doing with this, you could be doing with so many different collections. So I've got my 3 sentiments. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my foam tape, and I'm going to the homes are going to go on flat, but the sweet is the one in the middle. So I'm going to put foam tape as close to the edge, as I can get it, just there, just like that, and down this one. And as you can see, my ribbon is what, 1/2 inch ribbon? Would that be right?
I mean, you could use something like twine if you wanted to, or anything along those lines.
Of course you could. So what we want to do now is we'll bring our card back in, and I'm just going to lay my ribbon across, and then I'm going to take... it's easier to work from the middle first, because then you can get your positioning right. So I'm going to take that one, and I'm going to put my ribbon across, and I'm going to position that in the middle of my card. If you want to measure it, then you can do, but I think that actually is... that's annoying me now because I can't work out where the middle is. I had a ruler here just a minute ago. Where's my ruler gone? Ooh, where's my ruler gone? I definitely had it. I had a big metal ruler and now I can't see it. And
no worries, you take your time.
I know Jake borrowed the... there it is. It was hiding amongst my pearls. There we go. So let's just... let's find the middle point of this is there. There we go. That's better. So let's run the ribbon through there. That's better. Where's my sweet gone? There we are. Right. Don't worry about the positioning of the length of your ribbon for the minute. There we are. As long as your ribbon continues to flow, you're all right. Can you see? So my ribbon will go through there, and then we can then put our other 2 on. So I've done the middle one because then you can space above it. Now, if you wanted to, you could put them all on foam, but I quite like the look of doing the different heights. I just thought that looked quite quite nice. So we can then do that one. I can see a little pip. Let's get rid of that little pip. There we go. And then we can put that one just there. There we go. So now, can you see? So we've got that on there, and now the ribbon, we can pull the ribbon that way. The ribbon will go all the way. And I just found that's going to, I think that's going to make it easier for tying at the end by not having your ribbon secured. So can you see now? There we go. You can see my ribbon is still free flowing, but it will work. There we go. Perfect. And that's going to tie up when we've finished. Not with any foam tape. There we are. That's going to tie up just, that's much better, much better. There we go, that's going to tie when we've finished, just like that. Can you see? Just like that.
Beautiful.
Okay, right, now, so what I want to do next is I want to decorate this one. So this is the one where we're going to put our die cuts on. So we should do those. So I can put that out of the way. I need that again in a minute. Let's get rid of some of these bits and pieces that we've finished with. So I'm going to need some foam in a minute, and I need, where's my pink foam gone? Okay, right, we're going to start with, right there. I've got so many pieces here. So let's start with our craft and our white. So what I'm going to do is, let me open that one up so I can see what I'm doing. Right. I'm going to cut my elegant abode and my floral arch. So I'm going to cut my elegant abode out of white. That's going to be from there. Oh,
there's some craft card,
isn't it?
Buy one get one half price. 100 sheets there. 14.98, 22.48. If you want to stock up on that. You were just saying earlier how much you liked that as well, weren't you, Corrine? You were saying how much you like craft card earlier.
Yes, sorry, I was concentrating.
That's all right.
Yeah.
That's all right. You've got stuff to do. Thinking about that birthday cake, aren't you, that you didn't order?
Oh, don't.
What did Colin say when you rang?
Wasn't impressed.
Was he not?
No. I only had one thing to do before I left home yesterday, and that's collect the cake. And guess who didn't collect the cake?
That was so funny.
But it just came to me midway through. I was thinking, right, so I'm going to cut my elegant abode out of white. So we can cut that out of there. So this is just like how we did it with one of the demos earlier, because we used this one on one of our demos earlier. So we're going to do very similar to that. So we're going to cut, oh, there it is. That's coming out of here. There we are, look at that. And straight away, you can see how that's cut everything out. And what we're going to do then is we're going to cut it again out of craft. And at the same time as cutting that out, we're going to cut out, put that there. So once we've cut that out, we want that out, then we want the little window boxes and also the roof. What did we say they were? Fascias. The fascias.
Fascias, yeah. Funny word, isn't it?
I know.
Soffit, guttering, flashing. They're all pretty strange words.
Yeah. But necessary.
They are, yeah.
Yeah.
We'd have a very leaky roof otherwise. You don't want that.
You would. Yeah. No. Oh, let's just turn that.
Angela says I bought the extra toppers for this reason. I will enjoy this.
Yeah. I mean, that topper pad is absolutely fantastic. And some of these pieces are sort of similar in there.
I love that you've got, I like the little borders. I think they're a really nice touch.
Yeah, we're going to use some of those as well. We're going to, we're going to make use. I think, is there any part of this collection that we've not used? I'm not sure.
Don't think so.
I don't think so. I think this card uses every element of this collection. There we go. So we've got the house, and then I've got fascias and one of the plant pots. So I just need 2 more plant pots. So I'm going to run those through. There we go. Let's take that out of the way. Because I've got 3 windows, so I need 3 plant pots. Or 3 window basket, window boxes. Window boxes, that's what they are.
Window boxes.
So that's
yay, window boxes. I don't know where that came from. Woo, window boxes.
Have you got a balcony on your apartment with pots
No,
on
I'm not that posh, I'm afraid.
No.
I've got plants. Oh gosh, I had a bit of a problem. My cheese plant has been very poorly the last couple of weeks.
Oh dear.
And it was dying all the leaves started dying. I knew it needed repotting. So my friend Lee came round. He's a lot more green-fingered than I am. He said, you need to do something with that plant. I said, will you just take it downstairs? He lives in the flat below and sort it out. So he took it over to the sink, he pulled it out, and there was like the air roots that come out of it. They were growing in the bottom of the pot, underneath the plastic pot.
Oh,
and
wow.
when we pulled it out, the air root was about 20 foot long. So no wonder it was dying. So he's repotted it, he's put some rooting powder in, and hopefully it'll be fine.
Oh, good.
I'll let you know when I get home. And hopefully my peonies are in bloom as well when we get home.
Yes. We'll see pictures of you dancing around when he wins at Eurovision tomorrow.
Sorry?
Touching your peony.
Instagram updates. There might be a little prediction video between after everyone's performed. I'm not sure. Well, I think I have my prediction anyway, but I might do a little video, yeah. I might show you my peonies.
Right, so that's all we need out of that one. I don't know if there's an answer to that. I don't know if there's an answer to that.
Do they come in different colours, peonies, or they're
Yes.
one colour?
Reds,
Right.
pinks.
Mine's pink. My peony's
Our
pink.
peony outside the front of our house is deep pink.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's do this one first. I've got nothing to do with it.
With what?
The peony outside the front house.
Have you not?
No. Nor the hanging baskets outside the front of the house. either.
I didn't realise. I thought peonies were more like a flower, like a lily that grew that you can't. I didn't realise they were like something that was there and they come back year after year, do they?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Charlotte's got a peony too.
There we go.
I only bought them to put them in front of the window, take a photo of them and send it to Charlotte so I could be like, peony in window, like Tina Turner. And I did that, I thought it was hilarious and I sent it to her, whoop, straight over head.
Aww.
I know you'd have got it, Johnny, wouldn't you? It's just like that. Oh, look at this, what is this?
Okay, right, so I've now got my...
Sorry, Corinne.
It's all right. Don't. Carry on. I've got my burgundy water reactive and I'm just going round the edge of my roof. So I've just trimmed off this little piece here. So we can just take that, just a little bit of ink. It makes all the difference. And then the two fascias, we're going to do the same. I often find it's easier to do things like this when you've got, use a pair of tweezers. And I always like squeezer tweezers as well. Find those the easiest. Just helps a little bit.
Linny says, is there a Eurovision menu organised for tomorrow? Very quiet snacks, Linny, is what we're thinking.
Very quiet. You don't
Yeah,
want
so
anything that's going to make
crazy
noise.
salad sticks was a good idea. I liked that. Maybe there'll be like a bit of an olive tapenade. That's quite Italian, isn't it? Tapenade is a French word, isn't it? Should have thought about that.
But you need, if you have a tapenade, you need something to dip in your tapenade, and that would be like breadsticks or bruschetta or something, and that's noisy.
Oh yeah, little mini bruschettas. That's a great idea. Could do that. Love a bruschetta. Tapenade is like minced olive, like a paste, like a dip, like hummus
You
made
get,
with
you
black
get
olives.
your olives and you basically blitz them up, don't you?
Yeah, bit of a blitz up, some garlic in there and some other things, delicious. Some breadsticks wrapped in Parma ham, I'm thinking, some Italian cheeses, it's going to be delicious. Diane's having a Eurovision party. I'd love to know what the talking situation is like at your party, Diane. Well, how do you feel about people talking through it? Be keen to know.
I'm sure other people let people talk at their parties.
No, all the shushing. Pammy says, hopefully your prediction is better than mine for the American Song Contest. The person that won wasn't even in my top 10. Oklahoma won the Great American Song Contest, yeah. So no, so Michael Bolton obviously didn't win. I forget who he's representing now, but yeah.
So what was that for?
So there's basically the producers of Eurovision did an American version this year.
All right.
So rather than it all being over 1 week, it was like 4 weeks of heats. Then there was a couple of semi-finals and a final. So it was slightly different configuration. It was slightly different format, but it was essentially an American version of Eurovision.
All right. Oh,
Really cool. Every single state took part, yeah.
that's nice. Right, I am just using for speed a little bit of 3D glue. I think on my original one I used foam tape, which is probably the most sensible because it means that when you put it onto your card, you can actually close your card straight away. But I'm just putting that on there. But can you see the difference by just adding a little bit of ink around the edges? Just makes all the difference. So now our door still opens, and then you can just see all of the tiles. Hopefully you can just see all of the tiles on the roof. So that looks lovely. Now I've got my, let's actually can put those on. There's no reason why those can't go on. We can put our little window boxes on. So drop them down a little bit just down here. If I don't put them on, by the time I come to put them on, I'll have lost them. They'll have blown away or gone somewhere else. So.
Jeffrey Langley says, I have over 20 peonies in a variety of colours, have them running down the side of the south side barn and the west side of the house. A barn and a house, Jeffrey, check you out. That sounds like a fancy abode, doesn't it?
It does, sounds very nice.
Has your barn been converted? That's what we'd like to know.
Yes, is it a working barn or is it a
sleeping
residential barn?
Yeah.
Right, so that's my house. We'll do the flowers in a minute, but we're going to do the fence next. So just like we said earlier, if you remember, when you get the floral arch, there is no cutting blade at the bottom and there's no cutting blade at the end. So that can be used to our advantage. So we can pop this, actually, let's trim this out here. So we can pop this on here. So we just want to put a little bit of a border, little bit of a border at the bottom, and then we're going to put our tape at the top, and we're going to put a tape just there, and then we're going to take that.
So does a peony bush only produce one peony every year, or do you get lots of them?
Oh, you get multiple heads on a peony.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, and they multiply each year?
They do get bigger and bigger, yes.
So do they double? They double in size every year? Charlotte only had one last year. How many this year, Charlotte? Oh, she's gone underwater again, I'm afraid.
It depends, I suppose, what sort of peony you get, because you can get something called a tree peony. Now, I'd imagine that wouldn't double in the same way. You might get more flowers each year, but yeah, you can just, it will be different. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to trim to there and trim to there. Right, so now what I want to do is I'm going to pop this on here, just like that. But I don't want the fence to show behind the arch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over, and we're just going to work out, let's just trim it to that one, and trim it to that one. There we go. And then we can trim it out along the bottom, because that will just trim out. So we're not actually going to use the arch on this one. We're just going to trim it off. That's going to go to there and to there. And then we're just going to pop our house. Oops, I've just taken one of the fascias off.
Oh, that costs a fortune, get that fixed.
It would, wouldn't it? Like a really bad storm, wouldn't it? And then we can put some glue on here and then up there. And that's going to go just on. Oh, what have I done here? Might have cut it a bit to, let's put some more glue on just there. There we go. That's better. There we are. And then you just get my ink dauber, and I'm just going to go round the edge, just on there, just to add on a little bit more ink, just to keep it all in keeping. Just adds a little bit of detail and a little bit of interest. And there we have our house. And, oh, I've knocked another of the fascias off. Now you can see why I should have done it with foam tape. Let's put that back on. There we go. Right, we haven't put the window boxes on, but we can bring in our card. Which is my card?
Do peonies go in the ground or in pots?
Peonies?
Yeah.
Ground?
In the
I
ground?
think they're probably good go in pots.
Oh, okay. I'm very fascinated all of a sudden.
Are you? So this is going to go on here. So let's just trim it to there. We'll have you growing plants before you know it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Maybe we could get we could get some growing at the house in Chiltern. that looks very fertile, the lawn at Chiltern. I'm sure we could grow lots of stuff out there. Get a little raised veg box going, you know, all sorts of things.
Yeah. They don't manage to mow the grass.
No. I mean, it's all died now, so no need to mow it.
Yeah. That's the house where we stay when we come up.
Yeah, we had a lovely night last night, didn't we?
Yeah.
A little glass of wine. We had a little Corrine cracked the wine out. We had a little glass of red wine. Watched the Eurovision second semi-final. It was lovely.
Yep. It was on when I got there, Johnny.
I didn't hear what Johnny said then.
He said, imagine if you didn't want to watch it. But
Oh, gosh, yeah. I mean, it was on and paused, to be fair.
It was. It was. Right, so we've put that on here. So we now need to just to decorate that up. And if you have a look, we have... Let's go back to where's my little... Did I put it in here? Should have got this out. So let's just quickly cut some of these flowers out. I've got so much stuff on the table here. Everyone says, are you a tidy crafter or a messy crafter? I think this is just indicative of how messy a crafter I can be. So we can take the white onto the white and then we can cut that. They are talking to you.
Are they? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Joe's asking for somebody to speak to him and they're chatting away to you.
It's a very intermittent issue. It's very annoying, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? I'd be fascinated to know what colour the viewers see your shirt as.
Oh.
Because when I look at it over the room, I see peach and mint green. But when I
Mint
look
green
at
and peach.
But
It
when
looks
I
a bit
looked at it
more
on the
pinky on
monitor-
screen.
Pardon?
It's a bit more corally on there
okay,
than it is.
coral and green.
Yeah, I
Mint
was going to
green.
come over there to look in your screen, see what colour it looked over there, and then I realised if I come over there, I won't be able to see me over here.
You won't.
Oh, steady.
But on my monitor,
Steady on, Charlotte.
you are sky blue
Oh.
and pink.
Wow, your monitor sounds more fun than my monitor.
What
Yeah,
colour are
I'm
you
quite
on?
corally over here, and yeah, I'd still say sky blue.
But you're not sky blue, it's definitely mint.
It's green, isn't it?
Yeah.
It does look very blue, actually, you're right.
Yeah.
I look like a
I'd be
marble
fascinated
sideboard,
to-
don't I?
Pardon?
I look like a marble sideboard.
A marble sideboard?
Yeah. Hang on.
Is
My
that what a
marble sideboard
sideboard?
impression, yeah.
Right. So once we've done that, let's do that. So then we just need to add a little bit of colour to those. So this is where I've got my pens from. These are the ones that I've used. So I've used my pear green, and then in my pinks, I've used BP1, 4 and 6, and PL2 and 4 in my purples. But you can use whichever ones you want. So I had a quick look. And when I looked at these, I thought that looked like a leaf just there. I'm going to do them all the same. So that looked like foliage to me, just there. And just there. There we go. Sometimes it's quite hard to see these until you've actually coloured them. Then I'm going to come in with my pink, and I'm just going to come in. Remember, the thing with alcohol pens is they always dry a bit paler than what they first go on with. So it looks quite a strong pink, but we've got quite strong pink in our card, haven't we? So I think it will work. Put that on there, and then we can come in. Oh, wrong one. Let's go into the centre of my flower. We're not going to go in with doing anything really technical. We're just doing something.
Susan
really...
says, the left eye I see pale turquoise and peach. The right eye, everything's grey and no pattern. I'm colourblind in that eye. Brilliant.
That was helpful, thank you.
I see pink and green. Earlier today, the green looked blue on my screen. It's a colour-changing shirt.
Wow. So if you're colourblind...
Am I colourblind?
No, if
Oh,
you
right,
were
sorry.
colourblind, like, do you say Susie was, does that mean that you don't see a pattern? Suppose
You
if-
see a pattern, but is everything the same colour, Johnny? Or is there certain... So Leo, Johnny's son, is colourblind. I can't hear what he's saying because my talkback's gone again, Corinne, so you'll have to relay for me.
His son, who is colourblind, can't see red or green. So if you were wearing, I'm guessing then by that, if you were wearing a red and green stripy top, it would look like a solid brown colour to him.
Oh.
Yeah. But if you've never seen, if you've never seen colour, how do you know you can't see red?
I think we all see colours slightly differently.
I'm sure we do.
I think there's a variation of how we all see colour, absolutely. I think it's a scale, isn't it?
Yeah. But how do you know you can't see red? Because if you've never seen red, how do you know what red looks like to know that you can't see it?
Colours are a social construct, maybe. That's what we're hitting on here.
Oh, gosh, we're getting a bit deep now,
We
aren't
are, aren't we? Deep red, that's what we're getting.
Right, I'm just literally colouring in these flowers just to add to my window boxes. Oh. Can you hear them talking at you, Joe?
No, I can't. I've given
You
up.
can't hear
I'm
a
going
thing.
home, Corinne. I'm going home.
You're going home?
No, I'm not really.
You've wanted an excuse to go home since 10 o'clock this morning.
No, I've loved being here with you, Corinne. That's not the case.
We've got Ben next door. You're all right. Can you imagine going in to see Sarah and saying, sorry, we need Ben?
Yeah, sorry, Joe's gone. He's had enough. He threw a right paddy when his talkback wouldn't work. He's left.
Okay, so I have just coloured in my little floral arrangements, and we can bring in the card, and we can then just pop those onto our window boxes, just to do that. And then you'd be surprised if we put this on, the difference it makes just putting on the flowers to your window boxes is quite impressive. There we go. Are you sorted now, Joe?
Not really, no.
No. There we go. But look at this, just by pulling out the colours just on there. And then what I'm going to do, just to finish this one, is I'm going to come into my pad again, and we're going to find a sentiment. Let's find a sentiment. See if we can find the same one that I used before. I think there must be. Let's have a look. But I love this. We've got, look at this. We've got Happy New Home. We've got all of our alphabet here. We've got No Place Like Home. We've got so many sentiments on here. See, may your home always be filled with laughter. Let's take that one, just as we did before. We can take that. There we go. And we can pop that on here. Now, all of those little scraps of card that we had, this is where they come into their own. Let's see if I've got some little pieces here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this one onto a piece of green, and I'm going to pop that, oops, let's do it that way round. Let's just put that on there. There we go. It's up to you if you want to cut it first, or if you trust yourself to do this. Now, I'm not going to do it with scissors. Now, I know some people could cut this with their scissors, but I'm not one of those people. Let's just put that to there. Oh, I've not cut that quite snug enough. There we go, let's go. Put that on there. Should have done it the other way. There we go. Oh. There we go. Why is this not lining up? I should have done it the other way. No. Yep, we're going to just try that again. Let me just, I know, let's put that in there. That will do it. There we go. Aha, that's perfect. So then we can come in on here, line up with that, and that's going to give me the perfect edge. There we go. And then I'm going to do just like we did before. No, I think I need that a bit tighter. I'm going to risk it with my scissors. Just, this is what I do when I'm crafting. I talk to my project. It's like we're saying, you spend so long in your craft room, take that. Now, that looks lovely, but if we then just round those corners, it does look so much nicer. And if we take this one and we round the corners just there we are. If you've got a punch that does this, then you can do it that way, because that, I think that just makes it look so much nicer. There we are. And then we can take this and then we can pop this just over our card. Just there. Put that on there. And then the other thing I want to do to finish this picture is I want to grab a little tree. Now, I can't remember where they were in here. Where were they? At the beginning or at the end? It must be at the end. Where's the trees? Can you see them? Where's the trees gone? Ah, there they are, look. I want a little tree just here. Right, and then we can take that one. I can get a little foam pad from behind here, and we can pop a couple of little foam pads in here. There we go. And we can take the backs off those, and that's going to go just there. So that is that panel finished. All we need to do on here is our flowers, but we can just, can you see it's coming together? It's really quite, once you've done the main bit, it really comes together quite quickly. So the next thing I want to do is I want to just grab some bits to go inside. So let's just pick up a few bits and pieces. So let's just pick some, I'm going to pick, I wanted a border. I like this border here, look, with the little houses on. So I'm going to use this. This is like your perfect ribbon. You haven't got to go rooting through your stash to find ribbons. You know, we've got what we needed. And then let's just have a look on here. Let's see what else. Oh, let's do this home runs on Love and Laughter. Have I just got one there? Yeah. Pop that off. And what else have we got? I don't need any more ribbons. Well, I want a key. So let's take a key from here. And then I might take, did I want some flowers?
Lorna Fernandez has got massive peonies apparently. She says, my peonies are in big pots or in bud at the moment. They don't like to be moved from place to place, but last for decades. I have 3 types, and the heads are about 7 inches in diameter.
Wow.
Wowzers trousers, that's massive peonies, those.
Yeah. I know they get better and better as they develop. Right, I'm just looking for the little houses. Let's see where they've gone. Not that one. Come on, where have they gone? There, a couple of these. Now these are great because you'll see they've already got all of the sort of faux mats and layers on. These could be brilliant for tags if you wanted to. So all I've got now is, I've got my elements. So what have I've got a couple of houses, I've got some flowers, I've got some signs, and I've got a border. So those are going to go on like that, but these ones I'm going to mat and layer onto cardstock and trim it down. So we can get the bits and pieces of cardstock that we've got. Let's see if that one will go onto there. I think it will.
Pammy lost her connection, but she says, Joe, Michael Bolton was representing Connecticut. He looked very sad when he didn't do very well. Bless him.
Oh. Let's just put that one on there. We were saying last night, weren't we, as we were watching all these people that, you know, when they go out, it's so sad, isn't it? It's
so
all
sad.
It's all that hard
months
work.
Months and months of build-up, and
Yeah.
some people have been working on it for like 6 months or more, and then they don't even make it. Poor Ireland, poor Brooke from Ireland, I really felt for her.
But I suppose it's the same with anything like that, though, isn't it? I mean, sure, any sort of competition like that, people, you know, spend hours and years and months.
That's why we had to stop doing craft wars.
People couldn't cope with the failure, rejection.
The pressure of craft wars, gosh, it used to get too much.
So who did the craft wars? Was
The
that
2 experts together would have a selection of, was it where you'd have a selection of stuff like a ready steady crafts type of situation?
all
and
right?
Yeah, and they'll have 15 minutes to create something. It got very competitive.
Did it?
Yeah, it was when Craig bit Jan we knew it was time to end it.
He bit Jan?
Yeah, on the hand. He got a bit carried away. No, he didn't. He really didn't. They used to wrestle over stuff. Yeah, it used to get. It was hairy stuff.
Wow. So I'm just literally just trimming all of these down to make my mats and layers. Oh.
Jenny, I hear, is beavering away in Ohio. We'll check in with her very, very soon. Leanne was very competitive as well, apparently, when it came to Craft Wars. Yeah, too much. We did a live. Was there a live one in the store? It was just before I started, I think. Sarah was compare. Oh, 2 semi-finals and a final. It's like the Craft Wars World Cup. Sounds like the Hunger Games to me. Craft Wars was hilarious, says Rosalind. Craft Wars was brilliant, says Linny. Need to bring it back. Maybe we could bring it back for a sort of birthday special or something.
That'd be good, wouldn't it? Mm. But you've got to pick who you go up against, because, you know, would any of us want to really win against Leanne or Sarah? You know, I mean.
Oh, I would. I think you've got to go for it. You've got to take your chance where you can find them.
You know, you've got to work here for the next year.
Oh yeah, that's all right. You'll be fine, don't you worry.
Right, so I'm going to stick these on, and then we'll have a break before we start to do the flowers, the flowers forming on the front. So we can then.
You're just very French today, aren't you, Corrine?
Yeah.
Oui, oui.
We can put our sentiment on, and then I've got a key. So let's put a foam pad behind there.
Oh, I forgot I get to see the glue move. I forgot about that. I've been so excited for it.
The glue is warming up nicely as we
speak.
speak.
I think it's called the glue waggle. I think that's what we called it.
It depends on, you know, you glue. I've not used this glue gun. I don't know how
Might not need waggling.
It might not need waggling, mightn't it? We shall wait and see.
In the words of Shakespeare, to waggle or not to waggle, that is the question. I think he loved a hot glue gun, Shakespeare.
He would have done, wouldn't he?
He really would have, yeah.
I can just trim these down. This bit is really personal. This is up to you, what you put on at this point. Do you know what I mean? We've done the main bit. It's entirely up to you now. How much detail you add in, how many different elements you put on.
How do you know when to stop, Corrine?
Well, I'm only just putting a couple of little pieces on each one, but as we were saying before, you could have Home Sweet Home on the edge here, and then each of these 3 panels could be pictures.
Nice.
Could be, you know, and if you are doing it as a moving house card, you could perhaps, it could be somebody's journey to buying their house, or
nice.
You know, and stuff like that. I don't know, or something like, you know, you could scrapbook, but I mean, it could just be family orientated. It's entirely up to you how you do that. And then we're going to take that one off, it's stuck. We can put this one on the next one. And that's going to go in the centre there. Then I've got a flower just here. A little bit of foam pad just on there. And that's going to go just on there. Right, so we've got the majority of our card done. And that didn't take long, did it? And I've just pulled the ribbon out. I'm going to thread the ribbon back through, and we can check in with Jenny, and we can, there we go, ribbon back through, and then we can do our flower to go on the top, and then we're finished.
Amazing.
I think this is going to be perfect timing, don't you?
Looking all good. I'm just going to take you back through this year of crafts box then, and then we'll go and check in with Jenny after that, because this is amazing, because what you're getting in here is a shed load of amazing crafty goodies. It's a half price deal for this one. These are the bolt-ons that we brought out to go with the year of crafts. The great thing is you can use them with your year of crafts, or you can absolutely use them as a standalone, which is brilliant. I'm just going to kind of whiz through what's in here. Absolutely loads for you. So you've got this fantastic book in here, this magazine, which outlines all the contents of your box. It also tells you some of the projects you can be doing. You've got templates in here. It's a really wonderful resource that you'll find inside the box. You've then got stamps in here. No, they're not stamps, they're dies. You've got dies in here. You've got your plaque. You've got your bumbershoot and your welly and your rain, also known as an umbrella. This one here is some stamps. You've got some gorgeous floral stamps. You've also got the umbrella, the welly boot, and all your little sentiments and embellishments there, and then a whole host of different sentiments and frames too. Absolutely loads of different stencils in here for you as well. Template style stencils, ones to make boxes, different card concepts too, ones to make memory albums. You've got another one to create like a medallion, which is brilliant. You've got absolutely loads of card blanks and envelopes in here too. Then we've also got these die cut words in there. These are super handy. You've got a couple of sheets of those. I only seem to have one for some reason. 4 pages of die cut tags also. These are excellent because you pop those out. We've even got the little hole punched in there for you. You've got different ribbons too. So you've got 3 different thicknesses in 3 different colours. And then you also get loads and loads of paper and cards. So you've got all your different coloured card, double-sided, which is glorious. And then you also have your papers too. All of your design papers in there that you're going to be able to use with the collection. Amazing. I think they're a brilliant value at the higher price. They are incredible value at half price, but everyone who is in Club Inspire is going to be able to get even more money off, which is glorious. Let's go and check in with Jenny and see how she's getting along in Ohio. How is it, Jenny?
I'm doing great. This is such a fun project.
Oh, look at that. That is looking... That is amazing. Look at that. That is super fabulous, Jenny. Are you pleased with it?
Thank you.
I just love to see how people put sort of slightly different tweaks on it, do you know what I mean? And that's what I was saying is, you pick the toppers and the elements that really appeal to you, and it's just lovely to see.
Will you be making a flower as well to go on it, Jenny?
I'm sorry?
Will you be making a flower as well to go on it?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be doing
fabulous.
that.
Right, I will let you get set for that then. I can't wait to see the finished article. That looks absolutely stinking gorgeous, does that? Right, if you are ready, I do believe, Corrine, everyone else is pretty good, I think.
Perfect.
So we can get started on the next step, if that's
Okay,
right.
so we're going to make some flowers. This is the bit I really enjoy. So this is the only bit I think I forgot to mention on my list of things that you needed. You needed some stamens as well. So what I'm going to do is I like to do my flowers using these. So I've got my foam here and I'm just going to cut this a piece off there, and I'm going to also do a piece in my yellow. And now the reason I'm cutting the foam is every time you put your foam through your die cutting machine, you're applying pressure and you're flattening it. So I'm very much for only putting your foam into the machine when you need it. So I'm going to cut that, fold that in half. I'm going to get my 2 largest dies. I'm not going to do let's do the pink all in one size. So so can we do it into 4? Yes. Just see if it fits. We can put that into 4. And then we can fold this over. Let's get a fresh piece of tape. A piece of tape, and then I'm going to pop that over there. And I can do the similar with the leaves. So I can use the big leaf and the small leaf, and we can pop that on there and there. Now these dies will have absolutely no problem going through 4 layers of foam in any one go. It really won't cause any problems. You can probably get through 6 layers of foam without any issue. So I can put that like that, and then we can take that and bring it up to here and there. Now you can shape this foam using a heat gun, but I really like to shape it using just the heat from my hands. If you have slight dexterity issues, then warm up your foam with a heat gun or a craft iron. But I just do it with my hands because I just feel that's enough. I've got more control. Now you can see just here, So this was 4 layers. It's just push them together, and all we do is separate. Oh, there we go. I can see 1, 2, 3 and 4, and I can separate them all out. There we go, look, 3 and 4. Absolutely beautifully cut, no problem going through 4 layers. And we're going to do, I'm only going to fold it in half for the yellow, and I'm going to put that one on, and then the next size down die on that one, and then just put that on. No, I think I've just dropped that. I think I need to, let's just do it with some tape. There we go, 1 and 2. Let's put a piece of tape on there so I know they're going to stay, and then we can put that on there. Now, this foam is absolutely beautiful and it makes the most gorgeous flowers, but I think you can take them up to the next level by putting inks on. Now it's up to you what you do. Your alcohol inks will colour the foam beautifully. You can use pastels, oil pastels, dry pastels. Again, it's entirely up to you. A dry pastel, you'd use sort of a blending solution to get the dry pastel onto the foam. So it'd go onto paper, all right, but it would. But I use dry pastels all the time.
Oh, okay.
But an oil pastel, you could get it virtually straight onto the foam because it's damper. I think they're just how they're made. I'm afraid I don't know the answer as to what is physically the difference.
What's the
but
yeah?
A dry pastel, you just need sort of like a blending solution to transfer it.
I'd never heard of a dry pastel before.
I think they're just called pastels, as opposed, you know, really. So all I'm going to do now is I've just got a little bit of my fuchsia ink. Now remember, we're going to shape this flower, so we're going to put some pink on the ends, just like that. And then we're going to turn it over and we're going to ink the other side. So remember, when you're making 3D flowers, to put your ink on both sides, because if you only put it on one side and then you do lots of shaping, you're just going to have a plain underside to your flower and it won't look as pretty. So just trying to keep my flower roughly on the same bit of ink so I'm not picking up ink where I don't want it to on the foam. But there we go, you can just push it, pop it, can you just see? There we go, just on here and then on there. 3.
You're talking about the year across. Wendy says, I just received the box. I can't get over how excited I am with the box. It's fantabulous. I'm in Oregon and the rain is always here, so this is great. Oh, plenty of good excuse to get in the craft room if it's raining, really, isn't it, Corrine?
Oh, does it rain a lot then in Oregon?
Apparently.
I didn't know that.
Deborah's loving all the great tips.
So then I'm going to separate the yellow ones out. Remember, we've got 2 of the large and 2 of the next size down. And we're going to do exactly the same, and we're just going to put little. Now this looks really pretty, the pink ink on the, look at that, on the yellow. And don't get over concerned about putting your ink on, because what we're going to do is we're going to shape the flowers, and when we shape the flower petals, then the ink will blend naturally. So don't be thinking, oh, I've got to try and make it look realistic, because the art of shaping the flower is going to blend that ink lovely. There we go there, and then on here. Now you need a glue that's going to dry quickly. If you try to use something like your tacky glue or your collal glue, it would just let go of the petals. They wouldn't stay where you wanted it to. It would just be really, they'd just flop. So this is why I use my hot glue gun, which is what Joe was saying about me doing my twisty bit. And I'm going to use the ball tools as well to help to shape them. So let's just get rid of all that ink. There we go. Right, so where have I put them? Right, I've got a couple of my ball tools and I've got a foam pad as well. So all I'm going to do is take one of my flowers, fold it up, fold it across on itself, and then tuck in the last one. And then all I'm going to do is twist it, and I'm using the heat of my hands just to shape it, and it's also going to blend that ink. So I'll do that again.
Ball tools are there on the screen for you, and you get the free petal distress tool.
I know I
included
need
as
to
well.
get one of those. I've not got one of those yet.
Have you not? The finger
No.
toboggan?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
I
need
think
to-
it does something similar to what you're doing here with your
Probably.
hands. Remember what's happening tomorrow here as well on Crafters TV.
I'm presenting.
Corrie, you're going to be over here.
Yes.
How
Well,
exciting.
you chose to take the day off.
Well, I mean, I think it's written into my contract, actually, that I have to have Eurovision Saturday off.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, I have to have Eurovision Saturday off. It's just the law. It was one
I
of the
don't
things that
mind.
we-
So it's good. I've never done shows with Jan before.
Have you not?
Well, I did a hobby maker show with her when we had a takeover, but we sort of flip-flopped backwards and forwards.
Okey-doke.
So that should be interesting.
She's a safe pair of hands, our Jen.
Yeah.
Our Jan, even.
Yeah.
She's like the head mistress of Crafters TV.
Oh, is she? Oh, dear.
Yeah, she's
Oh.
she's very much like the calm, collected school teacher of the group. That's what we like to say.
There we go. Now, all I'm doing now is, without going over the edges where I've just shaped them, I'm just shaping the petals round the ball tool. And if you just run your thumb over the ball tool, the heat from your thumb is as... Can you see how it shapes it straight away? I thought... No, I think it'll be good fun with Jan and I. We've got to play your crafts right.
Oh, it's a Eurovision special tomorrow.
Yeah, which I'm very worried about. Can I have you on speed dial?
Yeah, you can. Can I call in?
I think you should.
Can I Skype in? All right, I'll do it. I don't see the point
You'll
really
have
when I'm
finished
just sat there.
You'll have
What
finished
time
at
is
the
it?
Barbers
I'll be finished at the Barbers.
11.
Yeah, I'll Skype
before
in.
you go out for lunch.
Yeah, I'll show you my disco ball helmet and my sequins that I'm going to wear.
Have you got an outfit?
I've got a disco ball helmet ready. Yeah, it's
What's it?
actually it's a helmet covered in disco ball. It's amazing. You wait till you see it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who made that?
You also got a masterclass as well,
We have got masterclass.
and Craft House.
Yeah.
Cute project.
So we'll have had a masterclass today and a masterclass tomorrow.
Nice. And then you've got to race home after your show to catch Eurovision, I'm guessing.
Of course.
Brilliant. Might
unless we
finish
finish-
early, apparently, according to Johnny.
Yeah.
Will you have the car tomorrow, Johnny? Will you be able to get back double quick? Yeah.
If we finish at 7:45, we'll all be home easily.
The
How
Republic, I
can
believe,
you
on
possibly
first.
know the running order?
I've got it on my phone.
Of course you're fast. Okay, right, look at this. So here we have the 4 elements. Don't they look absolutely good? Look at that. So you've gone from flat to shaped so easily. I'm going to do it off here. So I'm going to get here. Right, are we ready with the glue gun?
Oh, here it comes.
Oh, just a minute.
Wait for the full
just-
waft. We're not in vision, so we're not going to see the
I
full
know,
waft.
I'm just making sure the glue's flowing. So we just put a little bit of glue in the centre there. There we go, just one. Oops!
You missed
That was-
it. You missed the waft.
It didn't.
It's a bit of confusion over the wafting here, the wafting and the waggling.
This glue gun isn't stringy.
Not a wafter.
No, I didn't.
There you
need
go.
to.
There it was. There's a very
It was a
little mini waft.
That was a very
It
small.
was a
waft.
micro waggle.
So I'm just layering them up. It's very, very hot, and it's actually. There we go. Oh, there we are. Needed to there.
You'll be all right till about song 7. Just make sure you're home for song 7 or song 6 actually, Johnny. You'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
You'll be home by song 6. You'll be fine.
Why? What's song 6?
Song 6 is France. It's very good.
Is it? Right, all I'm doing now is I'm flattening that glue with my ball tool into the sponge. So that's going to shape the flower, and it's going to mean I haven't got lots of chunky glue, because
Right.
you don't want chunky glue. So just holding that while that glue sets, and then we lift it out. Oh, there we go. And we've got our
Beautiful.
lovely shaped flower. So what we're going to do, let me do the other one, and then we'll do the stamens in the centre. Now you see I've got glue.
Panda Crafts describes Jan like the head teacher of a primary school. She's lovely. We love Jan.
We do.
Jan's an exceptional instructor, says Wendy. Wendy also says she's outstanding as well.
Yes, she's very, very good at teaching. I understand mixed media is her.
She loves a bit of mixed media, yeah.
What have we got? What's our masterclass tomorrow? Is
She'll
it
be a bit competitive in the morning.
shape cut? Will she?
Yeah. She was a teacher, wasn't she? Yeah, she was a teacher in a former life.
So she's not going to let me win. 'Cause I'm not
she's
going to.
let
I
you
just
win.
need to know
How's
now.
your geography?
Not very good.
No, okay.
I don't know
How are your anagrams? It's going to be really hard ones. So shall I give you some of the difficult ones now so you can get them?
Go on then.
North Macedonia,
Right.
Montenegro. These are the ones that you need to remember. 'Cause it's going to be
Montenegro.
anagrams. I don't know what they're going to be. No, Azerbaijan is another one. Maybe you need to remember. I'd say probably Armenia would be a good one to remember as well. I don't know if Armenia qualified actually, but I think they were done earlier in the week, so you might have some of the ones that didn't qualify as well.
Yeah.
I bet North Macedonia and Montenegro will be in there for sure.
If it's anagrams, we might
Azerbaijan. You'd be
So
fine.
I don't know the flags that go with the countries either.
And you've got to remember that Australia in it now as well, so don't let that catch you out.
How long have Australia been in then?
So, well, I mean, Azerbaijan, Armenia, they're not in Europe either. Neither is Israel, obviously. But the conditions for being in the Eurovision Song Contest is the broadcaster being a member of the EBU, the European Broadcasting Union.
Right.
And whatever the Australian one's called, they are part of the EBU. So they were invited as a special guest in 2015, and then they were asked to make their membership permanent. But they have a huge culture of Eurovision down in Australia, because obviously there's a lot of expats there.
Right.
I mean, it is a bit weird, isn't it?
You could just do so many quiz questions.
Graham
couldn't you?
Norton, watch out! I'm coming for your gig. I don't think I'll get it, but we can live in hope. Me and Nigel May want to co-present Eurovision. That's our dream.
Oh, the two
It would
of
be
you
the
would be
campest
brilliant.
Eurovision ever, wouldn't it? Yeah, Nigel, who's one of the presenters on Crate and Craft, yeah, he's there at the moment. He got a ticket, I didn't.
Yeah, you could host with Ryland and
I think Graham needs to move aside, and we need to let Ryland have a go now. I think it's Ryland's time. I wouldn't be surprised. I think if we were to win this year, I think Graham Norton would host next year.
do you?
Would host the entire thing, and then I think he'd probably retire after that. Because you'd want to go out at the top,
You
wouldn't you?
would, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that'd be a good point for him to step down, I think.
Right, so all I've done here is exactly the same, just a little bit of shaping. Look at that, they're absolutely gorgeous. So then what I need to do is I get my pokey tool, and because my glue's nice and flat, I'm just going to go through the centre of my flower, just slide it up the pokey tool, and on this one, we're going to be finished in the next couple of minutes. And then what we're then going to do here is I've got some stamens, and I did forget to put these on the list, and I'm sorry, and I've just got a little piece of floristry wire. So try and get through as many stamens as you can. The more stamens you can put in, the better it's going to look. If you only put 2 or 3 stamens in, you're going to get a completely different look. And so I'm going to put that, just twist a piece of floristry wire around, or any sort of wire that you've got, and then that's going to go through the centre of my flower. That's literally just a guide wire, and then I'm going to pull my stamens through, and you'll be surprised at how flexible the foam is. So what you want to do then is not quite on the foam, just past, and then just get a little bit of hot glue. There we go, and just put that, and I'm just going to tip that upside down while that dries.
So that was a little waft there, not a big
Was
one.
a little waft. The great thing is if you get
Is it because
strings-
sometimes your glue is too runny? Is that why you need a big waft?
No, I think sometimes if your glue gun hasn't heated, the hotter your glue gun, the less strings you seem to
Okay.
get. It seems to be when your glue's not overly hot, it sort of doesn't, separate out. I find, anyway, that's what I think. Not really push, so push that in, just trim that off there, go round, all the way round, there we go, and then we can pop that onto there. Oh, go that way. There we go. Right, and then the last bit I need to do is I've got my petals, and again you can ink these if you want to, and I'm just going to literally get these, I'm going to fold them, and I'm going to just shape them a little bit with my hands, and then again there. I don't think I need all these petals that I cut. There we go. Right, so all I'm going to do, bring my card back in. I don't even need to open it out. I can then get my flowers. Whoops, got a little bit of glue on here. Why have I got a little string there? Where did that come from? So we can then, what I'm going to do is put some glue on there. I think I'm going to have to get another glue stick in a minute. Put one on, then I'm going to get the other one just on there. Pop them opposite each other, just like that. Then I'm going to get my foliage. I'm going to put a little bit in the middle, and then I'm just going to push that in. And if you want to, what you can do is just put a little bit of glue on the inside, because then that'll hold it. Ooh, that is, believe you me, that is one hot glue gun. I have had it on a while. There you go. John is telling me to be careful because he doesn't want to have to be filling in an accident report at this time of night. He wants to go home. There we go. Pop that just there.
So this is obviously going to be card of the show, Corrine, isn't it? Then we're going to have to do card of the day soon.
Oh, you've got the other two over there.
I have indeedy, indeedly doodly.
There we go. Right. So I think we've finished. Let's just put this on here. There we go. Just link those together. And that is everything from our collection.
Amazing.
On our card.
It's incredible. Really, really awesome craft along that one. So you're going to do demo of the, we'll do demo of the day then in that case.
I'll bring this one over to you.
Thank you very much. Number 1 is from Wake Up Call, which is this one just here. Number 2 was from
Masterclass.
Masterclass. I had a moment then where I was like, I can't remember what that show was. And then you've also got this one here, number 3.
Yeah.
I love it. What a great craft. It is very substantial, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, really quite substantial. Right, should we go and see Jenny and see what Jenny's been up to?
Oh, that'd be good.
I know you can't see you under the
sorry.
L. Come on, in you
Hello.
get. There you are. Hey, Jenny. How's it going?
Oh, wow, look. Listen.
It's good. I got my flowers on and I just put a little pearl in the middle.
Yep.
For the center of the
Perfect.
flower, if you can see that.
Absolutely gorgeous. Did you manage to follow everything along okay then, Jenny?
Oh yeah, everything was easy to follow and I love this card so much. And I have someone in mind that I'm going to give it to as well. So
Who's it going to go to?
someone who might be watching, so I won't say who it is, but someone who got a new
is
home.
it you? Is it Johnny in the gallery?
Well, no.
I think that was, maybe it is. Jenny, it's such a pleasure to have you join us, as it always is. I really hope you'll come back and join us again soon.
I'm sure I will, because I enjoy it. Thanks so much.
Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here again really soon.
Okay, you as
We're
well.
just going to hang out over here, yeah. Right, I'm going to share you. Oh, should we go? Should we look through this?
I think we should.
All right, brilliant. Let's have a little look in here. So this is a full collection. And you used everything, didn't you, it's fair to say?
Absolutely.
Absolutely
I think the only thing, that was the only thing I didn't, because I brought my own ribbon in because I needed a longer piece. So that's the only element I didn't use.
Everything else was in here. We were saying earlier, it's so pretty, this.
It really is. I mean, perfect for your scrapbook page, but look at that. It's just, and as you said, it almost looks like it should be textured.
It does. It's got like a faux texture printed into it.
Faux grain into the cardstock.
Really, really cleverly done, which is brilliant. Again, crying out to be fussy cut, some of these
you could
too.
just make some gorgeous corner elements out of these, couldn't you?
Absolutely love. That's very classy, isn't it? Grey, the dotty grey there, and absolutely loads. You get 24 sheets in this pad. The pad, I should say, as well, really popular on its own. I need that. Looks like one of Martin Parker's shirts, doesn't it?
Probably does, yeah. I just think this one is so pretty because it's almost everything done for you, isn't it? Can you imagine just trimming that down and it's nearly ready to go?
Beautiful. So you've got that in there, which is excellent. You've also got the topper pattern. These are going to be, I mean, even if you don't This kit, I mean, you could use elements of it together, but you could take these and just pop them on anything.
Oh,
little
you could,
boxes,
yes.
little gifts that you're creating.
Exactly. You know, like say scrapbook pages, they're good to work. I mean, these ribbons and those papers together are just going to be complete. You know, you don't need to use them with the other toppers. You can use them with all sorts.
I think even the sort of lacy borders are so clever, such a handy
Well, you've
topper
seen
to
how
have.
we've used them all day today with the jigsaws and things like that. So, you know, you've got the beautiful papers that are going to support all your other dies so well.
Absolutely, they really are fantastic. And then lots of different sentiments within there too. All, of course, based around sort of the theme of home.
I
Home
love these
building.
little frames.
Yeah, might make cute little sort of pictures. You had little passport photos or something like that. They would fit in there beautifully, even down to faux buttons, which you don't often see. Full alphabets as well. It's an incredible pad that you're getting included there. So you're going to get that. And then this. We love this paper pad.
pearlescent, yeah.
I think the pink is just a real wow.
And
Absolute
it's how,
wow.
look at this, it's just, if you just put those together, look at that, you can just see how the colours just pick out all of the colours so well, don't
Absolutely
they?
amazing. Really cool.
Beautiful.
And then, as we said, you know, pretty much every sheet has these 4 colours running through it. So you're going to be able to pick it out and make it pop. Then also complementary, sort of same but different in the foam too. So this is your foam, this is your luxury cardstock, which is gorgeous. Then you've also got your dies, so your floral art. Something, I mean, it doesn't look like it the way you've used it, but it sort of gives me wedding vibes almost as well.
Exactly. Oh, you could just cream with a cream and gold card would look beautiful, wouldn't it?
Really gorgeous. You've got your house as well, which is brilliant. Some people talking about using this as a church also.
Yeah, I could see
Definitely
that.
think is another thing that you can do. And then you've also got your gorgeous pretty peonies in there too. $77.99, $95.95. A brilliant saving. And then, we need to get you a finger toboggan.
I do. I'll have to get one on my next order.
Have you seen one before?
Yes, I have. I think I've seen Craig using it. So you basically, you put that on your finger and then this is slightly textured and then you just rub across the two and then it adds in that detail along the edge. Very clever way to do it.
And then these ball tools, are different to our like parchment tools. These are much bigger, aren't they?
Yes, much bigger. So, and then perfect. And then the nice weight, they're really ergonomic. They sit in your hand really nicely. And then you've got that underneath is your foam pad. And that's what you need. You need resist. So that's how you get the best shaped flowers, is having some resist.
Brilliant. We'll just give you the details then for the ball tools with the petal distress tool. Here it comes. Next slide, please. There we are. $14.99, $19.95 is your price there on that one.
And they'll work with foam and paper alike.
Oh, really? And paper too? Oh, I didn't realise they work with paper. That's always good to know. Number 3 is a demo of the show. Unanimously, I am hearing. These were so popular when we launched them yesterday. These edges, you can't, I think it's hard to have too many of this kind of dye in your stash, isn't it?
Because you can use them in so many different ways. You can use them as edges, but you can use them as borders. You can use, you can cut it into them. And they're just going to look absolutely gorgeous. And there's so many techniques. Some of these you could even, if you really wanted to, you could paper piece them. You've seen how on some of those samples they'd coloured them with their pens. Some of them they've just done two-toned with the drop shadow. There are so many different techniques. That's not the floral ones that you really...
That's the Ditsy Daisy that we're looking at there.
Which is the one that you like. That one was the
wildflowers. This one,
This one, yeah.
I think wildflowers are really trendy, aren't they, at the moment? A lot of people using wildflowers, for wedding displays and such as that. But how cool, I mean, because that looks like a really intricate card, doesn't it? But really, I guess, when you break it down...
Oh, it's not even paper piece, it's ink.
No, it's
pen.
ink on there.
I wasn't sure.
That's from the Farmhouse collection, that paper. A few paper flowers. Some of our nesting dye's been used on there. It's
Perfect.
I mean, looks amazing.
I thought it was white and then paper pieced in with the green, but that's just coloured and then a drop shadow with the black.
And the
really
drop
clever.
shadow makes all the difference, doesn't it?
Really makes it pop.
Then we've got the daisies here. This one here is my favourite.
Two colours, that yellow and white with the black.
Very
so
simple.
Imagine that would look really nice with some of the Be Beautiful papers with the yellow and black, wouldn't it?
This one here, that's the one I love. I think it is a really lovely, simple, effective
so
card.
instead of doing, most of them, they've sort of done them down the side, but just doing it across the middle of the card looks really
It looks
effective.
almost like a window box, doesn't it?
It does,
As we were
doesn't it?
talking about
Definitely get
earlier.
those vibes.
Really gorgeous. And then this one, so classy. If anyone's still got the Sarah Signature Rose Gold collection, this would work brilliant with that. It's all sort of lovely, swirly rose gold. I think it is still my favourite ever Sarah Signature collection. It's a really beautiful one. We've got it sort of came and went. Some of them just come and go, and you never see them. The blink of an eye, and they are finished. The winter white wasn't a Nature's Garden, was it, Winter White? It was just sort of standalone collection, but we launched it before Christmas and it was gone in one day. That was it. Yeah, never to be seen or return again. And that one is not included, so I'm not going to show you that. I'm not going to make the same mistake that I did earlier. What am I like, eh? So tomorrow then. So tomorrow you're going to be here. You're going to be over on this one. You'll be here on the squidgy mat.
I've got a squidgy mat on that side as well.
I love a squidgy mat, don't you?
Yes, definitely. When you're standing here for 6 hours in the day, you need a squidgy mat. Yes, so it's myself and Jan first thing in the morning, and we've got Play Your Crafts Right. And then
hard to get your tongue around that one, isn't it?
I'm trying to then masterclass next with shaped cards, and then a craft house in the other with some more projects in that.
Amazing. And then you are back with Ben as well on Sunday.
On Sunday, yes.
It's going to be quite the weekend, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
Then I've got a few days off, so I'm all right. I can go and lie down in a darkened room.
Did someone say free gift? Tomorrow? What's a free gift? Oh, come on, Johnny, don't be like that.
Oh, we've got a different mystery bag tomorrow. It's all about the birds. It's beautiful. If you like birds, it's got bird houses, birds. Oh, it's absolutely fantastic for this gift bag.
Really?
Brilliant,
and also, if you're spending £30 or $40, I'm being told, you get a free gift bag. No, you don't get a free gift. No,
you get a free gift.
Free gift. Johnny's like, I heard him have like a little aneurysm in there.
The gift bag is about £30, I think.
Right. So did you get the gift bag and a free gift?
Never thought of that.
Yeah, that's going to be handy, isn't it?
You're going to be my lines for tomorrow. Buy this gift bag
get a
and
free,
you get a free gift.
There you go.
I like that.
Right, it's been emotional. It's been a great 3 days. It really 3 days. It really has. I'm going home now to watch Eurovision.
You're going home.
I'm
drive
driving
carefully.
home. I'm going to drive really carefully. I'm going to go and get I'm going to play the UK song over and over and over again all the way home. And when we win tomorrow,
are you going to be singing out the window?
Absolutely screaming, getting funny looks from truck drivers. When we do win the Eurovision Song Contest tomorrow, you can say that I told you weeks ago.
Okay.
And if we don't win, don't contact me because I'll be in a very, very bad mood tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. So have a great weekend.
I certainly shall. Thank you.
You guys have a great weekend as well. The team next door in the gallery to the team backstage all have a brilliant weekend. And most importantly, you guys all have a great weekend too. I will see you back here on Thursday. I've got a launch date and a Sarah Cartlow. What a day, I know. Right, enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy what's left of your day if you are across the pond. And massive thanks again to Corrine. And I'll see you guys all back here on Thursday. But make sure you come keep Corrine company tomorrow as well. Take care.
Bye.